Hi bunnies. So this is going to be a long video. So um I hope that you stay with me. If you don't, that's okay. I'm okay with it. But I think that you should, because this is some pretty important stuff I'm going to talk about. So we are going to do a reading, as you know I normally do. We're also going to talk a little bit. Hold on. Just want to make sure that you guys can hear me. I've turned my media all the way up. I gotta turn my phone off. I should do this before I start. Really, I should. Don't you think? So that my phone doesn't go off. The date is Saturday, February 1st. Happy Saturday. For those of you who have been with me from the beginning, thank you. I'm known as Chakra Bunny, but you can call me Bunny, as most people do. So, something strange happened today. Let me just collect my thoughts. So I had a dream last night. I've been dreaming a lot lately, and I'm the type of person that generally when I dream, I don't remember it. I wake up, it's immediately gone. The past 3 days, sorry, I'm getting distracted. There's a crazy part of my hair that's bothering me. So the past 3 days I've been dreaming. Every single night I've been waking up and I've been remembering my dreams. So after that, today, something strange happened. I realized something. I got a download, okay? And I don't normally, well, I thought anyways that I don't normally get them. I always thought, how do people get those? Like, I meditate, nothing happens. I just sit there and my mind goes into a million different directions. And, I have trouble stilling my mind. And it's one of the things that I've always struggled with, but knowing that about myself, I work extra hard to focus my inner stillness while I'm meditating, because I do know that, this is one of the things that sometimes I will struggle with, is stilling my mind, so I always thought, okay, this is how people get inspiration, downloads, so to speak, from source. Well, something happened today and I got a download, and I knew that I did. And it was one of those epiphany moments, because I thought, oh, so I've been basically getting these all along and not even recognizing them for what they were. This was a crazy moment of enlightenment for me. Okay, it was a big, huge personal achievement. Okay, so I'm really proud of myself. So here's the thing. This whole entire time I kept thinking that, my downloads were going to come a certain way, and that was my mistake. Okay, that was my first mistake, wasn't thinking that I knew how they were going to come, and when it came, it was only going to come during meditation, and I was immediately going to recognize it as such. That's not the case. So when I realized that, and I had that moment, oh, so this is what a download is, and I've been getting them this whole entire time and just not recognizing them for what they were. So I'm going to tell you the story of how it happened. So, and I'm going to get distracted. There's so many things that go through my mind when I'm trying to relay important thoughts, and I feel like the universe, not the universe, or whoever is trying to distract me. They're going, no, 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 no. I don't know why I feel like that. Sometimes I feel like that. Okay. So basically what happened was I've been dreaming the past 3 days. Okay. And let me get a drink of water so I can reevaluate my thoughts. Reevaluate, I'm going to say, basically is what I'm trying to say. So, and if you can see, let me just say this before I get distracted, because I'm like, I'm I want to tell you this story, but this keeps looping in my mind, so I need to spit it out. I'm totally channeling my inner chula today. I mean, straight from the barrio, see? Because I have my like brown lip liner. I don't know why I felt like I needed to say that, but I did. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, we're gonna move forward. Okay, so I've been dreaming the past 3 nights. Okay, and normally I do not remember my dreams. Sometimes I do if they're extremely weird, or if they're something stands out to me about it. It feels important, then I'll remember it. But oftentimes I'll wake up, I'll have this dream, and I'll go, oh, and I don't remember any of it. Okay. So that being said, the past 3 nights I've been dreaming. Okay. And here's the thing. The last night's dream was irrelevant. Okay. It was nothing important. But the dream before that and the dream before that were about, let's see, they were, yeah, I say it's not sounding weird. They were intimate dreams, okay? One of them was obviously intimate, like someone was making love to me, totally different story. But it was a famous YouTuber, and I'm not gonna say who for obvious reasons. And then the second dream I had was odd because it was intimate, okay? And this person is also a YouTuber, not as famous, but I'm not going to mention that name either. But so here's the thing. This other dream I had was also intimate, but not in an obvious type of way. I was talking to an older lady. And she seemed very Italian. I'm not trying to be racist, but just her accent, the way that she looked, I imagined her to be Italian. And she was very old. She was probably, I want to say, in her late 90s. Okay. And we were having a conversation. She was sitting on the toilet of all places. She wasn't going to the bathroom. She was just sitting on the toilet. Okay. And I was in the bathtub. So see what I mean? Intimate, but not intimate. So we're talking, and we're talking about the things I've been doing lately. I have been doing lots of ancestral healing to try to heal myself along with my ancestors. Most importantly, the women in my family, because we have a long generation of a lot of trauma. Okay, and I'll get into that in a minute. It's part of this, but I don't want to get distracted. So I was telling her, I've been doing a lot of ancestral trauma healing. I'm trying to heal my generation, the generations before me, the generations past. And she was telling me, you're doing a good job. I'm not your ancestor, but I am an ancestor of someone else. And I'm here to tell you that what you're doing matters. It's important. And then we were talking about my own healing journey. Lately, I've been doing a lot of energy work on myself, a lot of integrated healing, as in taking all of the parts of myself, anger, sadness. That was weird. My camera did this weird laggy thing. I don't know what that was. Energy. Sadness, anger, guilt, all of those, base emotions that we tend to, grief, things like that we tend to suppress when we're children, and kind of integrating it all into myself, taking it into my heart, and then loving it in that space, and then saying, hey, I accept you, and then I'm gonna free you, and I love you, and you're not alone. We're all together in this, okay? I'm taking you in, I'm healing you, I'm letting you go, I'm loving you, and I'm sending you out with love. So that's what I've been doing, okay? I mean, it's a basic, shortened version of what I've been doing, but doing a lot of that during meditation. Huge changes, okay? Maybe not huge outward changes in my life, but huge changes within. And that's where it starts, as above, so below, right? That's what they say. So as within, as without. So that being said, I was telling this to this lady, this strange lady who, by the way, I've never seen before in my life. And she was saying, great, beautiful, you're doing a great job. I'm here to let you know on behalf of your ancestors, you're doing a great job. And then this person showed up, okay? This person who I've never met before in my life, okay? Like I said, they're also a YouTuber. Comes in and just walks in and starts talking to this lady. He obviously knew her. He starts having a conversation with her. Maybe she was his grandmother, his great grandmother. I don't know. Okay. I have no idea. All I know is they knew each other. Okay. And the thing that made this whole thing weird is I'm in the bathtub and I'm thinking, excuse you, right? But I wasn't upset. I wasn't like, you know, it was almost like familiar. We knew each other, okay? Even though technically we don't. So, and the thing that was really weird is when this person walked in, they were already they were already naked. So, I thought, and it was funny because I didn't flinch. I didn't think it was anything weird about it. It was irrelevant in my brain. It was just like, it was something I didn't notice actually in the dream until later. Because what happened next was I was sitting there talking to this grandmother, and I was a little bit irritated that this person had walked in and had got in the middle of our conversation, because I was like, excuse me, like, I'm talking to her, we're having a good heart woman's conversation, and here you come, and excuse you. Okay, that was my thought process. So then this person proceeds to, I didn't, like I said, it registered, I guess, that they were naked, but it didn't really register. It was just like, I didn't notice it later until what happened next. So basically this person climbed into the tub with me, and I swear, it's my mind. I don't know what's going on in there. Don't ask, and I won't tell. So this person climbed in the tub with me, and it was so funny because my first thought wasn't like, what the fuck are you doing? My first thought was, I'm trying to take a bath here. It was just like very normal, like almost like kind of a why are you here in my dream type thing. Not really irritated, not I don't know. And it was just like I knew this person my whole life. It was so weird. So then, and it was funny because it was intimate, right? We were both naked, we're in the tub, but there was no intimacy between us. It was just like he sat down, and he said something along the effects of, I'm here to tell you that I'm I've been watching your journey, and you've been doing great with your healing. I'm here to just congratulate you. And I kind of looked at him like, you couldn't wait for a better time? Was like the thoughts that went through my head. It was kind of like, I'm trying to take a bath. Like, I'm enjoying my self-care, my time, and here you climb in the tub. And so, that was the dream. And something else happened, but I'm not gonna tell. I mean, it wasn't, we weren't intimate or anything like that. But something did happen that was sort of sexual. Okay. But it didn't happen between us. Okay. Basically it was a male function, if you know what I mean. I'll give hints about what happens when a man is in a tub with a beautiful woman, and things start happening to their body. So that's all I'm gonna say, and I'll let your imagination do the work. But after that I woke up. Okay, so it was nothing. Okay, so basically that's what happened in my dreams. So it got me thinking. Okay, I woke up, and as I do, I analyze everything, every dream I have, especially if it seems very important, which this dream did. I thought I didn't know the lady. I barely knew the person that was in my dream sitting in the damn bathtub with me. And that's the reason. Remember I told you he was naked in my dream? I only realized later that he was naked because when the person climbed in the tub, they didn't have any clothes on. And I never seen them take off their clothes, and in dream sequences, things happen. But I vaguely remember when I was talking to the lady, looking up when the door opened and seeing a naked person standing there and thinking, what in the hell, Sam Hill, is going on here? And what are you doing? Like, okay. So basically when I woke up, I started analyzing the dream, and I thought, what is going on? Okay. And that's when I realized, as I was thinking that I was getting a download, okay? Because what happened was I very clearly heard something in my head saying about, this is basically you're giving yourself messages, okay? Congratulating myself on, doing my healing and stuff, which is good. I don't I'm not I don't have a best friend. I don't have um I don't have really anyone that I connect with other than my immediate family here, and um and by my immediate family I mean, my kids and my parents. I lost a lot of people when I went through my awakening. They didn't understand me, so you know um I'm always down for new connections, and I'm learning to make new connections. That's a total different story. But basically, it was, my way of saying, okay, so congratulations, you're doing great on your journey. And I guess it was, I used people that were unfamiliar to me. I don't know who the people were. And then someone that obviously was a little bit familiar to me. And it kind of made sense. Right. Um, so that being said, there also came a big portion of the download which said to me, okay, from source, there is such thing as being too strong, okay? And here's the thing about strength. Strength is a really, really good thing. It really is. It is a good thing to fall back on, especially if you are in a situation like mine where you're alone, you're trying to figure out how to raise 3 kids. And I'm not saying that I'm raising them alone, because, their father is involved. But, I'm in the middle of a divorce. You guys know I'm trying to break out on my own and trying to figure out a way to support myself and 3 children. Okay. Strength is good in a situation like this. But here's the thing. Source was basically relaying to me that these huge chunks of my dreams involved men in intimate situations with me. So what I surmised from all of this, and by surmise I mean what I figured out from all of this, okay, this was not only me congratulating myself on doing a good job, which is what we do, we make ourselves feel good, right? Self-love. This was also a yearning inside of me for human intimacy with a male partner. Okay. And I didn't even realize that that was something I felt was missing in my life until this moment. And Source went, this is why. Because you, hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. One of my kids knocked on the door. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to get at is I didn't even realize that I had these yearnings inside of me, because I'm so busy trying to get my shit together, my life together, that I kind of pushed all the other stuff to the side and thought it's not really important right now. And Source said, but it is. Because what happens when you don't face these things, then your subconscious is going to bring them up and go, but what about this? You need this. You need human intimacy with another human being. And in this case, it was my craving for intimacy with a man. Okay. So before we get into all that, here's a little background information about me. And I told you this is going to be a long video. I'm sorry, but this has to come out, so bear with me. So I come from a really long generation of Hispanic females, okay, who are extremely strong, okay? For example, I mean, I'm part Mexican, Hispanic, Mexican, Spanish, and Greek. Like I said, I, channeled my inner chola, straight from the barrio. Anyways, I don't know why I did this. Isn't this Italian? I don't know. So anyways, my grandma, which is my mom's mom, her husband died. He left her with 15 children to raise alone. And she did it. She did it. all by herself. Don't ask me how. She did it, okay? These are my ancestors, just the ones I know of. I'm sure that there's more who have freaking did amazing things. Like I said, long line of women who have done amazing things in my life, okay? And not, this isn't like, oh, first woman to graduate in a million years. No, I'm talking about amazing things that people don't really talk about. Raising 15 kids on your own is an amazing feat in my eyes, okay? She might not have won a freaking Nobel Prize, but she did in my eyes, okay? So, and my mom, for example, she, and I'm not telling this story to make anybody feel bad, to put any judgments on my dad, because they did the best they could and they were great parents. You know, there was times that they weren't great parents, but they did the best they could, and I'm not blaming them for anything that happened to me in my childhood. That being said, it's part of the story, so it needs to be told. My mother was in a marriage with 18 years with my dad, and she was miserable most of that marriage. My dad would sometimes drink, and he was sometimes violent, okay? Not just to my mother, but also to us as kids, okay? And like I said, I'm not saying this to make my dad feel bad. He's a great man. He always will be. He's completely different now. Doesn't drink. Completely changed his life around. You know, proof that people can change and become different, okay? But even then, you know, as a child, I didn't know any better. I'm not judging him. Like I said, they did the best they could. Everyone has their shit, right? So that is not the point of this story. The point of this story is to show the strength of my mother. So she put up with this for 18 years, and she did it because she wanted to keep her family together. We come from a long generation of, it doesn't matter, your husband could literally stab you and you will stay with him, because in this Hispanic generation, that is what we teach our daughters. It is a long generation of everything gets swept under the rug. Your husband hits you, he beats you, whatever, sweep it under the rug. You got to keep the family together. It's important. It's important. This is what I was taught, and this is what a lot of Hispanic women are taught, and we need to stop this cycle, okay? My mother broke that cycle. This is where I came from. My mother, when we were, you know, she thought we were old enough to understand, filed for divorce, left. And keep in mind, when she left, my dad did not let her go easily. He took her car and he was paying on it, and he stopped paying on it, so they impounded her car. He took all of her money. She had nothing. He took everything from her because he said, okay, you want to leave? Then you're going to leave with nothing. I'm going to give you nothing. I'm giving you everything. I take care of you. And now you want to go? I'm going to give you nothing. And like I said, I'm not judging my dad. This is just what happened. So she had nothing. She had no car. She had no job. She had nothing. Okay? No money. She went out. She said, I'm still going to leave and you're not going to stop me. And she went out and she found a job. And she saved money. And she ended up buying her own car, okay? And it was a piece of junk, but it was hers. And then she went out and she got a place. And then as soon as she did all that, she had left us with our dad, right? She came back and she got us all. Okay? So this is where I come from. A long line of women who are strong, okay? This is deeply ingrained into my blood. Okay, this is my ancestral blood. So people don't realize when I got in my situation, okay, 4 years down the road, you know, I struggled. I thought, can I do this? Can I do this? And every time I struggled, I told myself, look at where you came from. Your grandma raised 15 kids alone. Your mom left in the midst of a horrible marriage. You can do this. Don't let anything ever think that you can't, okay? And I used all that strength. I'm a Leo. We are naturally born strong. We are made for this shit, okay? But then I realized, because Source was saying, strength is good. It's good. Trust me, Nance, it's good. But at the same time, it's not always good. Because in that strength, you tell yourself in the time when you need the strength, you don't need anyone. You say, I don't need a man. I don't need this. I can take care of myself. I'm going to get my own job. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I don't need anyone. and you're sending something out to the universe that says you don't need anyone, okay? And that's good. We don't need anyone to be whole, right? We don't. If you're doing your healing work, which I hope that you are, okay, then you should be at the point that you don't need anyone. But at the same time, putting that out in the universe is a bad thing, because here's what you're doing. You're sending a signal out that says, I am not open for love. And your body is going to let you know, your body, your mind, your subconscious is going to let you know one way or another if you are not going down the right path, okay? Source is going to let you know. It's going to say, good. It's good to be strong. This is what you need. But, knock, knock, knock. You also need to stay open, because how can I bring you this great love of your life, this big, huge karmic payout that you're deserving in the form of love, if you are saying to the universe and to me, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this, which basically you're saying, I'm closed, I'm closed, I'm closed, I'm closed. I'm going to do it all alone, and I don't want anything to do with love or intimacy. That is not balance. We have to have balance. So it's, I'm strong. I'm also open. I'm attached. I'm also unattached. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm strong, but I'm also vulnerable and weak, okay? Balance. I'm working hard. I'm also having fun. I'm going crazy. I'm letting my hair down. Balance, you guys. And Source is basically saying, I'm so proud of you. You are so strong, but don't forget to be open, okay? Because how can I send you a great love? How can I send you money? How can I send you this if you're not open to receive it? Be open, my daughter. Be open. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I know it was a big, long-winded story to get there, I swear. But it was so important. So, I had to get that out. And we're going to do a little reading right now, too. And all is not in vain. I love you guys. Oh, God. My feet hurt now. Okay. So, this is just going to be a general reading. It might resonate with you. It might not. Everyone knows. I hope you know. Because this is, it's just... If you don't, I don't know how you found my channel, because I'm kooky. But time is an illusion. Everyone says that, right? It is. So, this is... Timelines don't matter. It's just a part of our reality, right? That we've had to create to lessen the chaos of living, okay? So if this might resonate with you today, tomorrow, 2 years, 20 years from now, I don't care. If you watch it, that's the time that it's probably supposed to resonate with you, okay? By the way, my intuition has gotten a fucking hell of a lot stronger, and I'm sorry if you're offended. I know I cuss. I've always cussed. My mom used to get mad. She's like, your kids are going to cuss, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, they don't, though. They don't. So if I didn't cuss, then it just wouldn't, I don't know. It's just part of my authentic self. And I've always been like that. I try to change it and I try to censor myself and I come out sounding like a lunatic. So whatever. I'm just going to embrace it. Fuck, I don't care. This is me. If you don't like it, I guess you don't have to. I've lost subscribers because I cuss. So whatever. Either I'm for you or I'm not, It doesn't matter to me. The message is going to be for who it's meant to be. Lightning, power. Oh my God. See, here you go. It's already starting. Okay. Just took a huge shot of water. Tequila don't make her clothes come off. Water does. Just kidding. Okay. So this is, once again, what I was just kind of talking about. Finding your personal power. This is like what I had this morning. This was like the aha moment. Aha! So I have been getting downloads this whole entire time and not recognizing them, because I was thinking they're supposed to come in a certain way. They're only going to come in when I'm meditating, or they're only going to, I'm going to see an image or a hallucination in my mind's eye, and I'm going to be like, oh, this is what I need to tell the collective conscious. No, sometimes we get so attached to how it's supposed to come to us. Ooh, there goes my nose. As soon as I start channeling, damn it. Sorry, guys. Energy. When I channel, my nose gets itchy. It's always been like that. It's weird. Anytime I work with energy. But if I do Reiki, anything like that too, same thing. So sometimes we get so attached to the outcome of how it's supposed to come to us that we completely don't see the forest through the goddamn trees. And that's what I mean. Once you realize and have your aha moment, there is nothing that is going to stop you. Not a goddamn thing. Once you learn how to harness your personal power, your lightning bolt is coming, okay? And for some of you, you probably already got it. Oh, shitty titty. Just dropped down my cards. Okay, I'm trying to only make this video be another 10 minutes or so, because it's already got ridiculously long. And I'm sorry if you guys have already lost interest, but you know what? This video was meant to be made, and it's gonna resonate with somebody, and it's pretty damn important. We got invocation, ceremony. Okay, hold on a second. Let me just... Okay, so automatically, first thing I see is a woman. Her hands are like this. She has a it looks like a green crystal, and there's all this light coming out of it. And it's almost like she's harnessing the light. That's what she's doing. But the light isn't coming from an outside source. It's coming from her. And it's strange because to me, I keep hearing like almost like she's trying to contain it. She's scared. That's what she is. It's like she's scared. If I show too much of my light off, the world isn't going to accept it. I have to hold it in. If I show off too much of my light, people are going to think I'm weird, or they're going to think I'm strange. And what she needs to do is this. She needs to let it out. She needs to let her light shine. Don't be afraid to be who you really are. Because you know what's going to happen? When you genuinely are yourself and embrace who the hell you are, magic happens, guys. You just become 110%. And there goes my my camera's like, video too long. Go into another file. I knew that was going to happen. That's okay. I'm going to have to splice this into one video. I ain't got no problem doing that. This blessing message from Source. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody needs to hear this. I'm telling you. This is very important. You know, guys, too, one thing I learned in my journey is being grateful has so many benefits, okay? Before I go to bed at night, I always lay in my bed right before my meditation and I say, thank you for my day. And I go like this, up to Source, universe, God, whatever you want to call him, and I just give thanks. A grateful heart is a happy heart. That's what I learned. Okay, so we got power, invocation. She needs to let her light out. The next card we got is forest, breath. Okay, so I just heard breathless. Someone, so weird because this reading is not about love, but this card is about love. You ever get around someone, and you know what, I See, I never know what's going to come out. I always get irritated because I go, I'm not going to channel anything about love. Because, I don't know, I guess I just have a love-hate relationship with love, okay? It's a totally different story, but, you know, when you've been through all the crap that I've been through, you take it one step at a time. And don't get me wrong, I'm not going to let my past affect my future or my now. But still, kind of have a love-hate relationship with love. Spirit always seems to want to give me stuff to channel about love. So anyways, here's the thing. You ever been around someone and they have such an effect on you physically that when you get around them, you literally feel breathless? It's like, you feel like almost like your heart's tripping, you can't breathe. Almost like you're triggered, but in a good way. It's like the butterflies, the heart tripping over itself. You feel like you can't breathe. You have to take a deep breath, but it's a feeling of excitement. Okay, that's what this is. So let's talk a little bit about the breath, because breathing also is so very important. I'm just going to touch on this super quickly because I had to learn, one of my huge triggers is anger. Probably always will be. I've learned to integrate it into my life and use it and turn it into a different thing. Patience, okay? Sometimes I use it as fuel. When I get pissed off, I use it to work out. Or, I use it to, like right now, I've got a little irritated with my children. I thought, I'm going to make a video. So, I've learned to turn my anger into something else. And thank you to my spiritual guru who, taught me that little tiny trick, which have changed my life in a positive way. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about the breath. I use my breath basically when I feel like I'm going to use my temper. You know how they say, take a deep breath, count to 10. It actually works. I don't count to 10 though. What I do is I breathe in like this. Then I hold it for a few seconds and then I let it out. Really slow. And if I have to do it again, when I start to feel like I'm going to lose my patience, then I do it again. And I've used this not just when I was going to lose my temper, anytime I felt extreme fear, anytime I felt extreme anxiety, and it works, okay? And it's funny because I actually learned the technique a long time ago when I was in labor with my children. And I started doing it, thinking it got me through labor. It sure as hell can get me through all the other snafus in my life. And guess what? It fucking did. Okay? Breathless. Are you hearing that song? Take my breath away. Remember that song? Jessica Simpson and Nick, what was his name? Nick Lachey, I think. They actually had their first kiss to that song. Don't ask me how I know that, but I do. Synergy. Green man. Two energies combined into one to create another energy. I don't know why I just heard lust into love. Okay, so let me try to figure this out. I feel like this is a weird reading today. I told you my intuition has gotten a hell of a lot stronger, and the messages sometimes come through and I go, what? It's my gift from Source for doing all the hard healing work. And believe me, guys, it's not freaking easy. If you think it is, time to reevaluate, because it is not. Facing all of the fucked up stuff inside of you is going to be the hardest thing you will ever have to do. Guaranteed. But the repayments, but the paybacks are so worth it. They are. Okay, here's what this is. So somebody started out, they met someone, again with love. Sorry, guys. I'm grateful for all the messages. I really am. You see me eye roll whenever it comes to love. I shouldn't be like that. I should just be open. See, here I go again. Source is going, time to be open. I know. I'm working at it. I'm aware of it. That being said, I'm still going to roll my eyes. But I'm open, I promise. It's not a block. It's just me. Okay. So this is someone who met someone and initially saw them and thought, this person is sexy. Right? And then it was a physical attraction. They thought, But then all of a sudden it was like, I don't know if maybe they spent more time with the person or they got, hold on. Okay, here's what happened. They got more in tune with the person's energy. I don't know how. I don't know if they were intimate. I feel like they weren't, though. Maybe they were a little bit intimate, but this isn't fully intercourse. But basically, it's turning lust into love. So they met this person. It was an initial lust thing. And then the more they shared energy with this person somehow, okay, whether it was through physical touch, whether it was through talking, texting, phone, I don't know. There's lots of ways. Anytime you interact with anyone, you're sharing energy. So it doesn't even have to be that they've even, spent time and physically touched each other. Somehow they've shared energy. And the more they shared energy with this person, the more they felt like it was more than just a physical attraction. It was turning lust into love. Energy. Okay? There it is. I'm going to pick one more card from this deck. And then I'm going to pull from my thought deck and be done. This one right here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Clouds. Shape shifting. I'm not sure about this card, so I have to really listen. I don't know why, but this cloud looks like an elephant. Does it look like an elephant to you? It's funny because my grandma, the one that I was telling you about, the one that had the 15 kids, and her husband died. My grandpa died. And it was an unexpected death too. He got ran over by a truck when he was on the highway trying to fix his car. So it was very unexpected, traumatic. She loved elephants. It's funny because I'm seeing the elephant. I think more so this card is for me. My grandma just letting me know that she listened to my story and she's approves. Let me just listen to hear if I hear anything else. I'm sorry, I got a little emotional. My grandma was everything to me. She always wore red lipstick. She was that type of woman. I mean, she knew she was beautiful. And she never remarried. Well, no, I'm not sure if she remarried. She did get in one other relationship after that, but my grandpa remained her one and only true love. So she loved her red lipstick. She'd put her red lipstick on and then go to the baile, which is the Mexican dance, and she would shake her butt. She was so phenomenal. Such a phenomenal woman. Okay, this is weird. I keep hearing to becoming something else. I'm not sure what that means. Becoming something else. I just keep hearing becoming something else. I don't know. Take that how it resonates. I can't get anything more. Spirit's being vague. I just heard becoming something else. I don't know. It could be a person who is becoming something different? I don't know. I don't know what it means, but maybe it resonates with you. I'm only going to pull one more card because this video is getting so long and my feet are starting to hurt. I need to get a better setup. I have a friend who's working on a background for me too, he said, for my YouTube channel. God bless him. Source bless him. Sometimes I don't know what I would do without this person. He's just such a phenomenal friend. And such a selfless love, too. I mean, I never asked him to do this for me. He just, told me that he was. People like that are the ones you want to have in your corner because they just love selflessly, I'm one of those people, I wear my heart on my sleeves. I love in spite of. And it's really hard to find people like that. I always forget that not everyone has the same heart and the same soul. And so I'm always amazed when people do things, mean or try to hurt my feelings purposely, because I'm like, I don't understand it. I don't. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm human and I've hurt a lot of people, but mainly I've hurt people in my anger. I've never just hurt someone just to hurt them. So I don't understand the concept of hurting someone. I mean, purposely hurting them. Like, I don't get it. I've never been able to understand it. I just don't. Like, people that are just callous and mean and just say things because I don't know why. And I'm not judging people, but, I mean, just because they want to make themselves feel better or something. I don't know. I don't understand meanness. I don't. Princess of Cups. Here it is. Here it is. Being open. And here I am trying to shut the door. Okay. So, Princess of Cups. She's the daughter of the Queen of Cups. A female in touch with her emotions. Holding the water's emotions. Water represents emotions, intuition. Ooh, she's got a fish next to her. The fish is wealth. So, okay, the Princess of Cups is she's the daughter of the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is generally like an older woman. So this is, I always see the Princess of Cups as like a younger woman. And I'm not saying, like a teeny bop or whatever. Maybe someone in their early 20s, late 20s, maybe even early 30s. There's a swan above her head. Swans mate for life. That's going to be important somehow. She has diamonds on her outfit, her smock here, which is weird. I've been channeling diamonds the past, not channeling, I'm sorry. I've been seeing diamonds a lot in my meditations. I don't know why. This is something I have no clue what it means yet. But the fish can represent wealth. So this is a young woman in her, like I said, a young woman in her early 20s, late 20s, maybe even early 30s. She's going to get some unexpected money. Probably some unexpected love, because the swans, like I said, they mate for life. There's a lotus flower, which also represents deep meditation and peace. So this young woman, is also very spiritual. I can feel her energy. Very, very spiritual. But I feel like she's just maybe recently awakened. I think that's it. I heard she's going with the flow too. All right, so I'm not sure what these diamonds mean that keep popping up in my meditation. They also have to do with the person that showed up in my dream, which is weird. Because the last time I did a meditation, this person popped up, and there was something about diamonds, and I'm like, I don't understand what that means. So I don't know. I'm sure Source will reveal it later, but that's all I got for today. If you follow me on Instagram, I am under the same name, Chakra Bunny, ChakraBunny. You guys, there's something that I wanted to say too, and I'm gonna try to. This video is already almost an hour long. Oh God. So here's the thing, you guys. I really, really, really appreciate when you guys connect with me through my videos. So that being said, please comment. Let me know what it is that you like, what you'd like to see, what readings you like to see. Because you know what? Right now, I'm not that popular, okay? I haven't had my channel for that long. But once I blow up and I get popular, who knows when I'm going to be able to interact with you guys again like this. Because you see how the people, like, you know, the famous YouTubers, and I'm just going to throw some names out. Like, you know, You Are Creators, Aaron Doty. Those guys are huge. Infinite Waters. They all started out somewhere. We all start somewhere. They probably started out small, and then they were able to interact with their fans and stuff in the beginning. But once you start getting like millions of comments on your videos, you're not going to be able to interact, right, with all your fans. You can't. It's physically impossible in this 3D world that we live in, okay? It's just impossible to do that. So what I'm trying to say is, before I get big, and I will, okay? Because this is me. This is my manifestation. This is what I'm working on. This is my dream, okay? I'm not going to give up, okay? So that being said, now is the time for you guys to interact with me, okay? While I'm not big, while I'm just Chakra Bunny, okay? Before the world knows my name. Interact with me, you guys. Talk to me. Comment. There's always one fan, Alex, who comments. Alex Gall, like Gall. Did I say his last name wrong? Jall. If I slaughtered your name, I am so sorry. It was not on purpose. I think it's Alex Gall. He always comments on my videos, and I love it so much. You have no idea how much I appreciate it, because it gives me feedback. It lets me know that you guys appreciate what I do. I'm a busy mom I have 3 kids, okay? I don't have a lot of time for anything. You know, time for me, I try to make time. So when I get a little bit of time, I try to spend it taking care of myself, taking care of my channel. So that being said, let me know that everything that I do is not in vain. Please interact with me. Comment on my videos. Let me know anything. If you like what I talked about, if you didn't, the video's too long, it was boring, it was shitty, my hair looks like shit, whatever you want to say, I don't care. Nothing's going to offend me, okay? I'm basically unbothered by everything, pretty much, okay? So the point I'm trying to make is interact with me, okay, you guys, please. This is my way of connecting, okay, to the outside world, okay? One of my ways of connecting. So come to me. Let's form these friendships, okay? I'm open. All right? So, and if you click down below, it gives you all the information. If you want to purchase a reading from me, you can. You don't have to, whatever. It's totally fine. If you do, I appreciate it. My PayPal link's down there. I guess that's it. That's all I got. Remember, somebody loves you. It's always me, you guys. You know I adore you all. Okay. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye.